Good. Oh, I didn't share the screen yet. Okay, good, good, good. Let me share the screen. I think the screen is visible now. All right. This one. This one. Okay. So we started the framework. So basically, automation framework. What are the tools that are required? We have added here. We need Java, Selenium WebDriver, test and extend reports, log4j2 properties file for data driven. So data we are adding it from here. Chrome and Edge browsers and screenshot on failure. We have seen pom.xml. Again, pom.xml is used to download the dependencies externally, which are not available in Java. So this is the entire file. You can just copy paste it. So don't have to worry much on that. The second file which we are interested in is config.properties. Here we are adding username and password and also the URL, which URL we want to launch. The third one was log4j2 XML configuration file. So this file represents what and all are required to show the logs file, app.log file, console logs are saved, what is the pattern of it, etc. The fourth one which we saw is config reader. Basically, it comes in the utils. So com.utils is the package which we created. So this configuration comes here. Okay. Maybe I can explain in Eclipse. I was waiting for it to switch it on. Good. Okay, let me stop the share here. So let me share this screen, other screen, okay? I think that will be far better for you. Close this, good. So we had a util config reader.java. So this basically reads the Java config.properties file. So what we have kept in config.properties file, we have added username and password and URL, okay? Then we went to extend manager. Let us wait for it to download. Okay, let me, I can close this also, right? Okay, we can close this later. So this is other file which we added, okay, extend manager. Now, we wanted some utility file to make sure that it creates the HTML of extend reporter, so that we don't have to write in each and every test case. We can easily write in this format, okay? Last, one more file we wanted was a logger file. Simply, we used to have this particular statement in each and every class where we are creating previously. Now we had it as a utility file. Screenshot util.java is basically stores the screenshot on failure. Last but not least, the util, we have step logger. This step logger consolidates both logger and also extend reports. Extend if you want to have info, if you want to get pass, etc. Okay. Then we had a base test.java. Here we are using get driver. Basically, we are having a drivers of Chrome, Edge, and Firefox, or what are the browser which you have in demand. Let's say your company will ask you to run the same test case in different browsers, maybe because you are releasing a product to see the compatibility of each and every browser. So most of the people in the world use Chrome, but few of the people use Edge, and also less percentage may use Firefox, right? That is the reason we have to see the compatibility. When you're doing the automation testing, you have to do end-to-end testing. That is called regression testing. End-to-end testing on, and also compatibility testing of each and every browser. So last but not least, in source main Java is a listener. So we created a class listener from iTest listener. So this is the interface from com. You have to go here, com.testng. We have itest listener, which has itest context, itest result, itest listener. So we are taking this as an interface and we are calling this unimplemented methods and we have implemented it. What we have to do during start, we have to create the test, we have to set the test. Set the test is nothing but, and I think Dharni has asked yesterday, set the test is nothing but setting a thread. Thread concept is very vast if you want to know in detail, but if for you understand for now, I've given the same example. 6 trains want to go from Bangalore to different locations. Only we have 2 tracks. You'll set which thread priority. Based on that, you'll have. Why threads here? When you create a testng file .xml, you'll understand. We'll run the browsers in parallel as a threads. At a time, smoke test, regression test, all on the browsers will work. Okay. We did on test start, on test success, and on finish. And one more thing we added is config properties, already done. Log4j XML is done. Drivers, we have msi driver.exe because if we go to base test.java, let me close all of the files. Okay, here we need a path set property to understand the driver. Basically, for Selenium, maybe the latest latest version might have it, or maybe in the future releases they might have, like how we are just getting a driver from a Chrome driver method. See, for the Chrome driver, this is needed, even for the Firefox driver. But for Edge, we have to set the property and we have to pass the exe file. I think similarly might work in Mac. It all depends on compatibility of which browser version you're downloading. If you're downloading for Mac, you have to go to the Microsoft website, MSH driver. You can execute the same test case in the Mac also. Okay? Any doubts till this point? Are we good? All right. So guys, please do respond to one of the final classes which we are having. And also try to prepare for more. It is on 17th. Okay? So let me stop the share. Also, we'll see GitHub today. We'll try to upload a framework. That will be really, really interesting. If we can finish, let us do it. If we can't, that's totally fine. So now let me share the other screen. Right. Okay, let me hide this and let me open it. So next thing is on the line is login page.java. Now, to understand this login page.java, here what we are doing, we are saving the objects. Okay, username, password, by XPath, by name, and all we took. Now, why did we take? So that we can also add this and methods. This is called something page object model. See, this is a page. Next, okay. Okay. This is a page, which is login page.java. This is called page object. See, page, we have objects here, and also we have methods to define what exactly are we doing. Page object model. So our framework is data driven and a page objects model. Okay. Now you might ask what exactly are this. So this is username, password, login button, error message. Okay. How we are getting this? For example, let me go. Wait. Let me stop the share. That will be better. Let me stop the share here. Let me go to the other screen. Okay, let me now share the screen. Orange HRM. Okay. Now, so this is a login page. Okay. Just I'm dividing everything with the login page. Login page has 3 objects: username, This is the first object which you want to interact, which is an input field and name is there. The second object is password. Inspected, it has a password type. And third object is login. Okay. Now, login is the type submit. Okay. Let's say I added wrong username and long password. Let me click on login. The last object which we get is a wrong screen. Okay. Now let me close this. See, invalid credentials. Now inspect it. Now this is the class which we are taking. Alert content text, invalid credentials. So just identifying how many objects are there in the page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Based on that, I'll create a class login page.java. So this is just a login page where we use store objects and the login methods and objects. But when we create a test, it is login test. So login page will store the pages. Login test will actually implement the test. Okay. Let me stop the share. Okay. Any doubts here? Any doubts here?
Clear, sir.
Clear? Good. So guys, if you have doubts, please let me know. You can see the recording, but it's always better to ask the doubts in the class. Okay. So let me stop the share. Now let me go to another screen. Okay, let me share the screen. Now, if you see this clearly, we have only 4 objects and one method to log in properly, one method to see is error display, and one method for mask. But we don't have to take that masked wala. If you want to, when you say mask means we're entering username, password will come in dots. That is the mask. We will copy till this, we will copy everything, but we'll delete the masked one. Any doubts, guys? Okay. We're almost at the end of the framework. So we have to do n number of things. Okay. Let me copy this. Let me stop here. Let me go to another screen. Let me now share the screen. Share the entire screen. And so let me copy this. Okay, just 1 second. The page is not responding. Just 1 second, guys. All right. Let me now share the screen. Sometimes the Windows system hangs. That is the only reason I've taken a mic. But yeah, that's all right. Now, you have to also understand where to keep these pages. Now, you have to create something called com.pages. Where do we create? For that, you have to see the folder structure. Okay, let me share the folders. 1 second. So again, does this class have at the rate? We doesn't have. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll create a package here. Again, one more package. Let's say package here, com.pages. In the com.pages, right click class. Here, what class will create? Login page dot java or login page. That's it. Click on finish. Now let me copy this, paste it here. So I think it didn't copy properly. Let me copy it. Okay. Let me copy this. Let me paste it here. Good. So any doubt, guys? Any doubts till this point? I'll explain the concept. Don't worry on that. So I'm still not figured out. So I have to copy the file in this particular screen, but I didn't do. That's on me. Not getting a time enough here. All right. So by password now, you have to see. I'll explain this code in a second. So what do you think this one is? Can you see my screen? Is the screen visible? What do you think this one is?
Parameterized constructor.
You have to be a little louder. Is that okay?
Constructor, sir. Parameterized constructor.
Constructor. Good. In the parameterized constructor, we have giving one thing. What is this? In the parameters construct, we are just giving this dot driver equal to driver. So we are defining a driver here, and we are telling whatever the object is created in login page, that driver is the driver which we are passing here. Okay, as simple as that. So the driver of this login page will be the driver which is sent. It can be Chrome, it can be Firefox, what it is. Now, here we are creating 4 objects. So by is an object, private is a access method or an object or data type, and password is a reference variable which we are having. So whenever we use by, we can use by XPath, by ID. If you remember long back, we did have a class of locators. So locators are n number of types: by name, by ID. So last two were really powerful: by XPath and by CSS selector. Only those things are really important. I think we had 2 or 3 classes for both of the things to understand. I hope you guys understood everything. Okay. Any doubts in this, guys? I'll explain. Don't worry. Now, to get the username, let me go here. To get the username, what are the parameters do we need?
Username and password.
Username and password. Okay. So this one, where did we store?
Config properties.
Config dot
Config.
properties, right? So yeah, that is config dot properties. So let me go minimize this config dot properties. So you can see here where I'm getting the username and password. So this one I will call in my test file, and this input will be from config dot properties. Okay. Now you can see driver dot manage everything I'm doing here itself. I hope this works. Okay. So today is the day we'll execute our framework. So this code you're understanding, right? Any doubts? Till I edit the code, please ask the doubts if you have doubts. Okay. So just copying the code because executing it, it will take lot of time. It will be really, really helpful for you to understand this like this. Okay. Okay. So everything should come in alignment. Good. So even this one should come here, and we'll take this one as a tab. So how many guys are in front of the system today?
Me, sir.
You're in front of the system. Okay, good. We will try. We'll try something with you. Okay. Uh, let me close this. We don't want ease masked. Okay. So here we are creating a login page.java. The login page is nothing but this particular page. We got 4 elements: username, password, invalid credentials if we are entering invalid, and the login element. 4 elements are there. 4 elements we have attached: username, password, login, and error. We think we can log in, so we had this login thing, and also if we are entering the wrong credentials, this is also other method which we have created, which is just find is displayed is the error message which we are taking. What is the error message? This is an element actually. The element is here. This is the error message. We have used a class. Okay. Any doubts, guys? So apart from Rajesh, nobody is responding. Guys, understanding or not?
Sir, why first clear? Then
Yeah, tell me.
15th
Good.
line.
What?
Clear, clear. 15th line is there, right?
Clear. Good. So, good. Good question. That's what I wanted to know. See, let's go manually. Okay. I entered something. One test case is done. I clicked on login. Okay. This screen will come and it will show invalid credentials. Forget this screen for now. Now, it is reloading page, right? What if I'm not reloading page? I just want to see whether I've entered properly. Now, if I just enter here, it is not appending it.
Yes, sir.
So can do like this, and can I run add control A delete GST control A delete something like that? So when you create a framework or a test case, you have to think in all ways. Okay, whatever we write, we have to first delete it and we have to enter it. Okay, if nothing is there, delete it. Does it throw any error? Nothing, right? So we have to remember it always directs in that way. Okay. So anybody doubts in login page? Are we good? All right. So let's go for a different page. So let's understand. Let me put proper credentials here. Now, this admin 1, 2, 3. So this is another page which we are seeing, a dashboard page. So it has a dashboard because as soon as we enter, it goes into this tab as a dashboard page. Now, if you guys are not seeing properly, let me just increase the font. Okay, this goes into a dashboard page. That's why can I have another thing as a dashboard page, and can I add these all objects: admin object, PAM object, leave object, time object, recruitment object, etc. Can I add all the things? We're just you doing the regression and smoke text. Okay, smoke, whenever the release is done. Okay, if you're familiar with manual test, you should understand the terms release and build. Do you guys understand release and build terms?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So good. If you understand release one, so release something called whenever there is a new version comes, let's say you got, of course, almost all the guys use WhatsApp, right? Sometimes we'll get an update. Means update is nothing but new version has released. So as soon as you get it here, there's something called dev version, which is staging used by the technical team of WhatsApp. So that is called a release build. So staging will have staging build before going to production. There are two things, okay? Whatever WhatsApp we use is a production WhatsApp. We can never use a staging WhatsApp. Staging WhatsApp is development WhatsApp. Okay? For that, we will get a build. So whenever there is a release, we'll do smoke testing or smoke testing on prod, regression testing on the staging build. We'll never do regression testing on prod build. Okay, at least you got it a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So we'll take another page. We'll take it as a dashboard page, and we will see admin. Click on admin, click on PIM, and we'll see whether they are in the same page or not. If I click on leave, it should be in the leave page. If I click on recruitment, it should be in the recruitment page. If I click on dashboard, it should be in the dashboard page. At least manually understood what is requirement.
Yes,
Moving on too fast. Understanding.
Yes.
understanding.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
If you understand, yeah, tell me. No questions? Good. Okay. So now let me stop the share. Guys, we'll see GitHub also today. If possible, we'll finish or we'll finish it tomorrow. That's not an issue. That's not the biggest thing on the list. The biggest thing is to finish this framework for you guys to understand it. Okay. First, you manually see the entire requirement. Just now we saw what and all we'll do. Login page, dashboard page. 2 pages will create. All the objects also will create. I have ready-made added all the objects so that you guys can work it out. Slowly by slowly, we'll see. Okay. Now let me share the other screen where I'm having the dashboard page. I'll explain the in detail what exactly I'm doing. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go little back. Okay. So logout page also will not see. See here. So dashboard page, just what I have told. So once you log in, the entire page, it goes to a dashboard page or a home page. I want a dashboard header, profile icon, admin tab, leave tab, PIM tab, dashboard tab. These are all the objects I have created. Just like all the objects I have created here, by username, password, login button, error message, I have had 6 objects here. Now, and also I'm adding the methods. Is dashboard visible? I'll just call all these methods in my test case. But in page object model, when you create a page, this page should have always 2 things: objects in the page and also consecutive methods what the objects would do. For example, is dashboard visible? Can be used as smoke test and a regression test also. Is profile visible? Click on admin tab, click on leave tab, click on PIM, click on dashboard, etc. If you go a little back, here, that's it. 2 simple things. Okay. Very simple we are doing. We're just seeing is dashboard visible, is profile visible. Click on the admin tab, click on the leave tab, click on the PM tab. And also we'll perform login with valid credentials, login without valid credentials, and we'll verify the error message. So these are the smoke and regression scenarios which we are doing. Now, we can expand the project, definitely. This is just the basic layout, and we can imagine all the scenarios in the dashboard tab. Click on the leave tab and change the date. How we can change the date? We know the XPath of the date. We know XPath of a number of things. We can do it. Any doubt in the dashboard page.java? Any doubt?
Sir, in this program, you are given private by dashboard. So by is a user-defined data type here.
So by Okay, let me share this. Good, good. This is what I wanted. You guys asking questions, okay? Unless until you ask it, I will never understand that you guys understood it. What exactly is by? Let me share the screen. Now, is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so usually how we'll write the name, okay? Int a equal to 2, okay? This int can also be a public or a private, whatever it is. If you understand this, I'll tell you how to understand this, okay? Now, public int a equal to, understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the access modifier. This is the data type, variable, and the variable value. Now, to make sure this variable is an object or an element, it has to have an element as a value, right?
Not getting, sir.
Not getting. Okay. So if a is an integer, what it should save?
Integer value.
Ah, correct. If username wants to be an element, what it should save?
An element.
An element. Now, how we'll get an element? So let us go one step further. Okay. Now, let me log this out. So right click, inspect. Here we are getting some value. Now, remember the XPath guys, Control F, input by username, right? By name. So name equal to username. So at the rate after it. Is it the correct XPath for this? I'm able to get the element.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So now with the XPath is understandable, it's an element. Now, how we'll configure this in the code? Now, you have to tell in the code either it is by XPath or by ID or by name. To make it this as an element, you have to use by. Now, what exactly is the by? Let us go inside it. So by is an abstract class. It's a class. Understood? And it has a number of things. See, by ID, by linked text, by name. This is what we are taking by name. So by is a class. Now, to get to this object, can I give the data type of this as a class name? Then only I can use this one as an object. So class object is a blueprint of a class. So class object dot name. Coincide this, it's a method. Method has a data type of by, and the return name is by name. Go inside this. This is what we are doing it. By name. It has to find the name. Whatever the value of the name, it has to take and it has to return the name. If you go inside this, so if username wants to become an element, it has to get an element. And the element, their type can't be string. It can't be string. Right? Then it will become a error. Change the username to by. It can't be integer. It should always be a data type of by. Now you may ask why use private? You can use public also, not an issue. So I want this, all the variables should be in this particular class only. So guys, ask doubts. Unless until you speak, I will never understand that you guys are understanding or not. At least then you understood, got clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. So any doubts, guys? Guys, somebody actually
Can you
ping.
please come down, sir?
Yeah, come down, go. Let's do it. What is the other question?
So the send keys of user. So where will we get the user here?
Huh. So this one, we will get it from the config file that is still not added. Okay. For your answer, since you're asking it, I'll stop this share. Okay. I'll show you where we're getting it. So stop the share. So let me reshare the screen. Okay. Always I click on manage recording. That is not correct. So I'm recording it again. I'll click on manage recording. Now you see my thing. Okay, smoke test. If you're using a login, see now. Can you see the smoke test? So we'll discuss this, but since you have asked, I'll tell you. Can you say smoke test, accent based test? Here, if you see, there should be something called username and password. So go here. See, yeah, log in with valid credentials. Now, can you get this login page, login method?
Yes, sir.
What we are passing here?
Username and password.
Ah, are we passing it from the config variable,
Yes,
config.properties?
yes, sir.
Okay. Now, just hold your thought there. Okay. Let me go back. Let me go back to dashboard page or this page, login page. Now, did you understand what we are getting it here? Login page dot login. Where are we getting this from? We haven't called this method yet. We are just creating a method login. That's it. Did you understood?
Yes,
Okay, we haven't called this method. If you're calling this method, this username and password should always come from where?
configuration file.
Config.properties, because it's a data driven framework. We have to get the data from an external file, which is config.properties. So once a project becomes big, let's say I give you a project, like let's say Amazon project, Flipkart project, order something, go till the cart page, come back. So when you're ordering, let's say you're ordering 5 things, MacBook you're ordering, or you're ordering the pen drive, etc. 5 things. You can store those 5 things in config.properties, or you can store it in Excel. How do you read an Excel? You have to create a utility of an Excel. It's very easy. Don't worry, don't think much. If you want a utility of an Excel, I can give it to you. It's very easy. Now, we are just creating all the methods are possible in this page. We are also creating all the methods possible in dashboard page. Yes, got it. Good. Any more doubts?
Got it, sir.
Oh, good. Guys, I think I can see only 2 or 3 people asking. If you guys are understanding, please tell me, okay? Because once this class is over, once your creation of framework is done, it will be very hard for you to understand. Or even if you see the recordings, that's really good. But please do ask, okay? On spot, I'll remember a few things. I might forget when I'm explaining, right? Of course, I'll give all the notes. But once you ask, it is understandable that you're understanding. Okay. Let me copy the entire thing. Again, when I'm copying, I can add all these things, but it's better. I'll copy. Already 3 days we have spent, okay? Let me paste it here. And one more close bracket. Let me stop the share. Let me go to a different screen. Let me copy that. Now I have to create a dashboard page. I will share the screen in a second. Entire screen share, okay? Now, you're understanding, right, why we had com.pages in main Java? Because it doesn't have @tests. So it shouldn't fall in tests. It should only fall in pages. So pages can be a number of pages, guys. Login page, dashboard page. In future, you can have PIM page, leave page. It totally depends on your requirement, guys. What is your requirement? What can you do about it? Okay. So it is dashboard. So dash B is capital. No, B is not capital. BOART page. That's it. Click on finish. So it is in com.pages and it's a classes dashboard page. And okay, good. So in a copy like this, it might happen. So any more doubts in this both the page, guys? Are you guys cleared? Understanding, not understanding? Very hard to understand. And if guys get time, go through the PDF file which I gave. And also I've given the folder structure. Try to add in that folder structure and try to run it. It will be easy run, okay? You can run through right-click test.ng file. But when you're going for CI/CD, you can never do like that, okay? Only thing you have to give is commands. It will run through commands, okay? CI/CD will be like, okay, for example, if you are using Azure, it will only take a system which is somewhere in the US. How you'll put right click and run as a test-ng test. You have to always add a command, then you have to do it. So whatever the question is, you have to always be prepared for an answer. Okay. So I've taken 6 objects or elements. You can add n number of elements. You can add n number of methods according to the elements. Okay. So what and all is feasible, not to make it complex for you guys to understand. Basic simple framework. The same framework is used in industry. Okay. Only thing it is not that big. That's it. You can take this as a foundation value, and then you can work around it. Okay. It's very, very easy to understand. Very, very simple framework. Or if we can't start GitHub today, that's totally fine. I'll give you the notes. Maybe you can get the notes done, and then we can start it tomorrow. Okay. GitHub is also very, very essential in industry standards because all our repositories or the framework is created in repository. Through GitHub, we'll integrate with CI/CD, whether it's a TeamCity or Docker or Jenkins, etc. All takes a GitHub repository. Okay. Any doubts in dashboard page.java, guys?
No, sir.
Good. All
No.
right. Last 2 things, we are copying the tests. So now, to copy the test, we have to create here in the test file package com.test. Okay, the test I'll explain. We are just calling all the methods which we have created in login page and dashboard page. Okay, let me stop the share. Okay, now dashboard page is done. So I have created logout page. You can use it the logout page. That's not an issue. So I have created 5 smoke scenarios. Okay, and 8 regression scenarios. Smoke testing, whenever you're doing the smoke testing, it will be to check the important things. Okay. For example, login, logout is working or not, or whether it is navigating to particular tab or this particular element is working or not, we'll do smoke scenarios. Now, When it comes to regression scenarios, it's end-to-end testing. Login you have to check, logout you have to check, each and every tab you have to check, functionality you have to check, integration test you have to check. If you click, if you add any data, it is appearing different data or not. Okay. For the time being, I have just added 8 scenarios. Okay. 5 scenarios of smoke, I'll explain as simple as this one. Smoke one is verify login launch. So if you just enter here, so for this we need test engine.xml. I'll explain that also. 3 things I'll explain here: smoke, regression, and test engine. Now you can see here at the rate test, these are all our test cases, guys. So this should always go in source src test Java. You see everything I have given smoke so that when you call this group test smoke, all the scenarios will execute. Now see here, verify application launch, verify if valid login is there, verify if dashboard page is loaded, verify logout option visible. That's it. Logout option, we are taking the east profile visible, right? Okay. Then we can also take this also if logout is visible. This also will take. So logout page is nothing but profile and logout. Okay. I'll explain this also in a second. Let me copy, stop the share. Let me share this other screen. So for the time being, we'll do the logout also. See, admin 1, 2, 3. Now, to click logout, what we have to do here? See here, we have to click on this link. Click here, this is the profile icon. Click on here. Okay, here if we go, wait a second. Okay, it's span. Okay, see if I add it here, this one, user drop down tab. So let me copy this, edit as HTML, copy the entire thing, copy it, Control F, span, at the rate, paste it. Am I getting the profile one highlighted? Can I take this as a profile icon?
Yes, sir.
So once you click it, it shows logout. So now it's in a different language. So let me click on here. So this will be the logout one. So for the timing, if we click it, it should log out. See, it logged out. The last one is the logout one. Okay. Now it changed entirely. Okay. Let me go reload it properly. Good. Did I change any script? Good. Weird. Orange HRM live author. Okay. Just to show you guys, it will work. Don't worry. Admin. Since it's a free site, right? The dashboard also should work. Okay, everything is in different place. So let us click here. This is the logout page. So if you want, we can open a different browser. Wait. So let me open it here properly. Okay. Okay. Now let me add admin 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, So now we are worried. Again, right click, translate page. I want it in English. Okay. Now I want to click here. See the sign out is there. So this one we are interested in. Okay. Right click and inspect. See, sign out we have or log out, whatever possible. We'll just right click here. I can just write ye text. Okay, I have to go. This is the hyperlink. Okay. Can I put Control F? A text equal to sign out space OUT. Or can I use a class at the rate class equal to take here, sign out, edit as HTML. Can I copy this? So we have 4 things, okay? Oh, or maybe I can use font.
Contents,
Yeah, go on.
contents we can use, right? Contents
No,
sign
even
out.
though if you use contents, all the 4 things are in the same class. I just have to use sign out. That's it. So text equal to sign out. See, got it? Okay. I can use this same XPath. So now I'll just click on sign out. It will go to a different page now. So once you run this, it will not come in Chinese. I don't know why it is suddenly coming in Chinese. If I open a different browser, it might work in different. Okay. Now you have understood, right? I'll stop presenting. Let me go to different screen. All right. Let me share the entire screen. Now, let me show you the scenarios. Okay. I want logout page, smoke scenarios, valid login, dashboard is loaded, and is logout option visible. That's it. Okay. Now, if I go back, this is already with you guys, so don't worry on it. Okay. Verify logout functionality, just it will click on logout. And after all the things, quit the driver. What driver? Smoke, Chrome driver, Edge driver, or Firefox driver. Okay. Now, in regression, we are adding few things. So log it with invalid name, log it in invalid password, verify login redirects to dashboard. Look, once you log in, it should redirect to dashboard. Okay. Verify leave module, verify admin module, verify page refresh after login. So if even if you refresh, page will be in the dashboard page only. Verify if the session active. So what and all you're doing, session is still active. It's not automatically logging out, just like banking websites. You just keep banking website idle for a few minutes, it will log out by itself. Okay. And after all the things are done, we are quitting the driver. And this is my testng.xml file. So I'm loading the smoke test with the Chrome, smoke test with the Firefox, and smoke test with the Edge. Now, we have seen the parameter, no? Parameter we are passing here, testng. See, parameter Edge, everywhere would have seen parameters. See, the long back, if I go here, little further, see, parameter browser we are using, these parameters we are getting it from testng file. So if I go down, this is the testng file. So parameters are we are getting it from here. We'll add a parameter column. So testng file have n number of things. Include is there, include this test, exclude this test, anything. So I'm only using the parameters which I find really, really valuable. Okay. So I'm using smoke test, regression tests within all the browsers. If you want page wise also, we can execute. That is not an issue at all. For that also, I'll create one more thing. But for now, any doubt in smoke regression and test ng? I'll also revise, don't worry on that.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, so let me copy this. So for me to copy, I have to copy from here. So one by one, I'll copy. So I have to copy logout page.java. First, I'll copy this. Let me close this. So let me paste logout page. Then this will go in com.test. So smoke scenario com.test here. Okay, copy till this point com.test. So we will get issues. Okay, don't worry on it. If we get issues only, we'll understand what exactly is the thing which we have to solve. Last but not least, test ng.xml. First, let us create test ng.xml. That will be better, okay? Because others will not work. Now, I think it will be a lot of work to do. So let me stop the share. So good. So let me present this. I think testing.xml is weird. Let me copy from here. Now, creating testing.xml, it should be created from project folder. Right click, file, new, and a file. It should be testng.xml. Finish. It will create a testng file. Now paste it. Now, everything you have to consolidate first. You have to make sure everything is proper. Now, it should be like this. System and close the bracket. It should be in double quotes, close the bracket. Okay. Now, this will give the type. Okay, it is from testng doc type. Now, the second comes suite, the suite name. So name should come it here equal to parallel smoke regression suite. So I just kept it like this. You can, if you want, you can change it. That is not an issue at all. So I want to execute a parallel test. Suite name is equal to. So once I create one, I'll delete everything and I'll copy and paste the same thing. Now, parallelly, I'm running the tests. So let me go with parallel and then equal to tests. And I'm giving the thread count as 4. So 4 times browsers will launch. So thread count equal to 4. Okay, this is the thread count which we want. Yeah, that is okay, smoke name equal to parallel smoke regression suite. So this is what we want. Okay, good. Now here I'm giving the smoke name. So test name, again I'm copying here. So if you want, you can remove it. That is not a big deal. Let me remove it. So name, test name equal to the first one. I want to put smoke test Chrome. It will be the first test. Now, again, I have to use a parameter. The first one, what we'll use? A parameter name as Chrome 1. Okay. Let me use parameter and let me add the indentation also. Let me add indentation parameter name equal to browser. So which browser we want? A Chrome browser. So browser, and I want a value equal to Chrome. So this will launch a Chrome browser. Now, okay, let me delete everything. It is hard. It will be very tough for me. So then I'll have classes. See, first, which class I want to execute, I'll add it here. So classes, which class? So classes will have a tag. Just like how we have .pom.xml, it will have like that only. Okay. Class name will give. First, I want to execute, which is not yet added, com.test.smoketest. Okay. And I will close this test. I will close this test. Okay. Test. That's it. I'll close this test. So see here, test open and test close. Suite open, I have to close the suite also. Okay. So no issues. Now I want to run this also for my Edge browser, Edge, and the value I'll give here EDG. So it will be same thing here. Sorry, here I have to give EDG. No, this one I want to run for Firefox, and here I have to just give Firefox. Okay, as simple as that. Now these are smoke tests. Okay, now regression also I want. So what I'll do, I'll copy the same thing and I'll add it here. Regression tests. Only thing will change is in the smoke test, it is regression test. Com dot regression. That's it. I'll just copy this. I'll add it here. I'll add it here. Add here also. Put a gap. Add here too. Put a gap. And here too. Put a gap. Okay. So Chrome we are running with Chrome. Edge we are running with value Edge. And browse, we are running Firefox with the Firefox. Any doubt in this testng.xml? We can add like whatever you want. Thread count we are giving for at a time 4 parallel browsers will run. So I want to run tests in parallel and the thread count is 4. We can give 10 browsers will run. So make sure your RAM is really, really good. Any doubts in testng.xml, guys?
No, sir.
Yeah, go on. You said no. Okay. I heard something then, that is my ears knocking. So I want 2 classes here. First class will be smoke test .java, and one more class is regression test.java. Test.java. Finish. Both have got it. So let me copy the code here. Okay, let me copy the regression one first. Okay. Let me copy till this point, paste it here. So we have to do a number of things. Good. Let's do it. So annotations. We need listeners also. We are taking a number of packages. Okay. Now, first I want base test big to get the browser. I want all the utilities. All the utilities. I want Selenium by to get the objects. I want all the annotations, testing annotations, etc. First will be listener. You guys know listener, right? Test start, test on success, etc. And we need two things: login page and dashboard page. Now, there is an issue here. One more thing we have to write. Logout page also we have to create a class. Okay. That I forgot. In a second, I'll just write it down. logot logout page dot java. So let me copy the logout page code. Very, very, very important. Okay. Let me go here. First one logout page. This is our logout page. Copy this. So logout page, correct. So we have two objects, profile icon and a logout icon. Okay. So now let me go to regression test. Now here we are adding before class. Before even the class starts, I want a parameters. What parameter? I want browser parameter and I want to run initial driver. So login page also I want. I want to create an object of login page, which is basically get driver. So login page, go inside it. It needs a driver here, right? Which driver? Here we are defining it regression test. So it can be based on browser. It can be Chrome, Firefox, or Edge driver. Okay, good. So get driver. So at the rate groups, we are having regression at the rate test. Better, I would have called it better. Okay, so regression underscore 01 first test case. And I wanted to name login with invalid name. Okay, good. So it will use step logger file. Login with dot login. You guys understanding, right? Okay, 1 second. I'll use one shortcut here. Instead of copying like this the entire day, I'll just send a mail. 1 second, let me stop the share. All right. Now let me share the screen. So I've taken a shortcut to copy things better than nothing that will be better. So now let me share the screen. All right. So let me go at the down. So yeah, I can take this one, right? And let me copy from here. Till this point. First, let me copy this one page. Maybe if I reduce the size, I can copy more, I feel. Okay, I think I can copy from here. Okay, till this point. Okay, let me go here. Let me paste it. One more. I think that's done. Now, here, what we're trying to do, the indentation is still not followed. Let us follow indentation. After the class, everything should be one step further. Okay. So here also let me follow quit the driver. Each and everything let us follow properly. Okay, good. Okay. Save the regression test. So dot by is not good. So let us copy the smoke test. Smoke test, let me go here. So let me copy this entire thing from here to this page. Okay, copy it. Go here, Control A, paste it. Good. Okay, so accept the class. So let us put everything at the end. So accept the class. Okay. Give it a second. It's still reloading it. Okay. Now we'll manage this. Fingers crossed, we'll run today first our tests. So let us put this one properly. Acha, before leaving, any doubts in regression and smoke test? If you want, we'll see. Guys, have any doubts in smoke and regression? No doubts? Shall I run it? Okay. Just let us run our testng.xml. Right click, run as testng suite. Fingers crossed, we should get proper. Okay. Current is Edge, Chrome, Firefox. Everything will should open parallelly. Let me close this. 4 threads it should open. See, Firefox has launched and also Chrome and also Firefox. So at a time it should have 4 browsers launched. So it should work it out. Okay. Let me minimize and see. Let's see how it is happening, handling others one. Okay. So invite credentials handle. So this is the Firefox one, guys. So Firefox is also handling it properly. So let us see. It will have um, regression suites. All the updates are running. See, it is clicking on the leave tab. Everything is happening here. Clicking on admin tab. The same Firefox should also work. See, it is also working. Okay, see. So out of 39, 31 got passed. Okay, 8 got skipped. Okay, maybe because of my memory, 8 got skipped. Now, let us refresh it. Let's see what is the answer. So we have got the logs, open app.log. See, each and every smoke and regression got executed. Okay, now let us open the reports. So one of the reports see executed based on the date and time. Let us go open with web browser. So it should take a web browser. Okay, see. So everything got passed. So let's see what and all are skipped. So login with invalid username, it didn't write. Invalid password. So invalid username, invalid password, it got skipped. These and all indirect to dashboard got skipped. PIM module, leave module, admin module, select session is active. So this got logout visible got passed. This also got passed. Invalid username, application launch. So many things got executed, many things got skipped. Okay, let us see the issues. So we have to get a screenshot. So there are no failures, is it? Refresh. So screenshot is not created. Okay, let's see scenario why it didn't get created. So screenshot as having a screenshot tutorial, right? Yes. Path we gave screenshots. Okay. So now let us do one simple trick here. Maybe my it's not handling properly. Let me remove Firefox for now. Okay. Let me remove. Let me run only Edge and Chrome. So let me give one more run. Run as new. Sorry. Run as testng suite. Let's hope Chrome, Edge Chrome, 4 threads are running parallelly. Okay. See, 4 threads came, 2 Edge browsers and 2 Chrome browsers. This is called threading, guys. See, 26 tests, 26 got passed. Okay, there are no skips for now. You see, even here you can see all the smoke sweets, all the regressions got passed. Okay, maybe because of my RAM, the test got skipped. Now, if I reload this here, no, refresh, see the reports are generated twice. So you have to take the latest report. Right click, open with, open with web browser. See, everything should have been used. See, everything got added. Every other step got added. This is how you'll present the report. So regression test case, smoke test case. Understood, guys? Any doubts? Any doubts?
Sir, one
Yeah,
confusion.
confusion. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, like before method and before class, I have a confusion. When to go for before class and before method.
Okay. So before class, understanding before entire class executes. Okay. Before method means each and every method. So a test can have n number of methods. For example, a test can have method call inside a method. Okay. When if you give before method, so this method and the inside method, see, this is a method and this is also a method, right? Go inside there, it's also method. Yes or no? So if you call before method, after each and every method, browser will get launched. So this test case will fail, right? So as soon as a invalid user login is there, and then one more method is getting called. See, is error displayed. So if before this method also that will execute. So always better you give before class. Before class means before the class starts, set up the browser. Before test also is okay. So before test means it will consider the entire block of tests. So this test contains n number of methods.
Okay.
Understood? Huh?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
got it.
Okay. Any other doubts, guys? So you saw 4 threads for executing. My RAM is not that good. Also, this RAM is already occupied by Chrome, already got occupied by this one, Edge, and also Eclipse. So the RAM would have been string to 4. So 4 GB RAM, only at a parallel 4 threads again. So now let us see with 3 threads. Okay. Now, if you want to see, we can see 3 threads. Only 3 browsers will run in parallel. So what it takes, let's see. So for that, what we need, where is the test engine? Okay. Right click, new, sorry, not new, run as test engine. You can see only 3 will run in parallel here. See, edge 1, 2 chromes it should execute. So edge 1, 2 chromes. See, executing. So let them execute. Let us go to, I have one doubt in test listener. Where is that listener? Okay, see, one got failed, 25 got passed. Maybe I had changed the thing. I just wanted to see the browse failures. See, screenshot is created. See, smoke scenario got failed. Let me open this. Open. In other, let me go to web browser. Click on OK. So this will launch. See, it got blanked. Maybe it didn't load properly, maybe because of my internet connection. So this you can present to client, but still, then they'll ask you to rerun. When you rerun, everything will get passed. So any more doubts, guys? No doubts? Now, so last but not least, I want to show you something else. Properties, copy till this point, okay? Orange HRM framework. Copy. Now open command prompt. So this is what you have to always learn, okay? Open command prompt, cd, paste it here. Now, here you have to enter mvn test. Oh, is my screen visible? I think. Ah. So mvn test. So this is one way to execute mvn test. It will scan the projects. It will see in mvn test what and all are there. So many issues. What are the issues now? So test listener, blah, blah, blah. Now we have to give a specific file. Now we have to run a test.ng file. For that, I have mentioned how to run a command. Wait. There should be one command. 1 second. So this is the one, okay? So CLER, okay, CLS. So MVN test, this is what we want, D. Suite XML file equal to test ng.xml. Now this should probably run. If this doesn't run, we'll see what we have added. Okay. See Chrome Edge, it is running properly. So 3 only we gave. That's why 2 Chrome and 1 Edge is running. You can click on any one. You can see also not an issue. Okay. So better you can give 4 threads. For that, only modification you have to do. Close here. So you might get a failure. That's totally fine. Here always have 4. So if your RAM is more than 16, have 8 threads. You can run 3 browsers also. That is not an issue. See, all the test console logs are also adding here. So we got an exception also. Everything is getting added. With test added, which test is getting passed, everything is getting added here. Also, everything is happening properly. So here also, so everything is running. Okay. So 26, 0 failures, 0 errors, 0 skipped. To test runs, so passed. I think pass is not showing here. That's fine. So let me minimize it. Let us see how many were. Okay. Again, got stuck. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, good. So we can see the extent report. Here, just do right click, refresh. Now, I can see there is some 22 0, 22. Okay, maybe some issue is okay. They just let me refine that. I should have created properly. Guys, almost we are done with the session. Don't worry on that. Let me go to reports. It should create properly. Okay. Uh, we have to go to extend manager.java. Okay. Extend manager.java. YYMM. Okay. There is an underscore here. That's what I was not understanding. There should be underscore here also. Oh, here underscore is there. Okay. Let me run once again. Okay. To see a proper report. Okay. Run as test engine suite. Now, 4 threads, 2 Edge, and 2 Chrome. Here you can see what is the current browser. So now I should get a proper report with proper date and time. See what got passed? 26. Now, let's see whether we have got a proper report. So with the date and time, refresh it. You can see here. So now it is 2026 7th, 11 12. See 11 12, 04 seconds. Okay, guys? Understood the framework? What and all we did?
Sir,
Any doubts?
sir,
Understood? Okay, good. Yeah, go on.
sir, like for example, I have a doubt that by using TestNG, if we run at 9:30, okay, for example,
Hmm.
9:30, and like
Hmm.
in command prompt, we run around like 10 or 10:15. So whatever we run on command prompt, right? So the logs will be captured, or like only using TestNG that logs will be captured.
So you are saying, so we are putting parallel, right? So whatever the run completion will be the end report. So for that, you have to see this, okay? We are given the date format. We have told reports to be extended. But what is main thing is in the smoke.java, at the end, we are doing quit driver. And in the regression test, sorry, in the base test, if you go, here somewhere we are doing flush. Wait. See. Once everything is done, on finish of all the things of testng, here extend.flush will happen. When whatever the time is done during the flush, that time is captured here. It doesn't matter. It is in Chrome. Let's say today you have run in Chrome. You started from 9:40. You ended your regression test case at 11:25 in the night. So extend.flush would have happened in 11:25. So the report will come like this.
Okay.
2026 first 7th January 11:25. Not the starting report.
Okay.
The whenever extend flush happens, that report only will get.
Okay.
Okay. Any more doubts, guys?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So when we give the thread value as 4 and two Chrome browsers and two Edge browsers as running, so in one
Hmm.
Chrome browser smoke and another Chrome browser regression and one Edge smoke and another browser regression, will it run like that?
Yeah. Yeah. So we are giving four. No, it has four scenarios. See, smoke, smoke, and regression, regression. So when you say Chrome Edge, so one smoke and regression running parallelly onto the process. We can take 8 also, then it will, okay, it will not run because the maximum threads we are giving it 4 only here. So 3 means it will take one smoke chrome, one smoke edge, and one regression chrome. So you saw two chrome and one edge. No, this is what happening. Then at the last, everything is done. This set comes. It will search for three threads, but only one thread will remain. Only this ending thread will work. Five threads will not work since we are giving only four parallel testing threads. So this all comes where we are giving thread.local. If you remember, gold test listener, here also we are giving, okay, not here. If you go step logger, see, XM test we are giving, it is all based on the thread local, whatever threads we are creating. Based on threads, XM test on the logger is happening. So maximum threads are here we can do is 4 only. You can add more, it will also work. But I think my RAM will work with max 4. I can try more also, but it will not. See, we have Firefox. The previously what happened. So I used to have this one also, no? Firefox also, right? Like this, I put Firefox. Then 4 threads will take Chrome, Edge, Firefox or Smoke, and only Chrome of regression. Then other set will come Edge, Firefox of regression. But that will bound to have failures because the RAM should be very fast. Imagine you're launching one browser. So one browser will take a lot of memory, right? So it's based on how much amount of memory you can take at one count. When I say memory, it's a RAM memory, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Still, you're getting doubts. Definitely, I can understand. Not an issue. But more you ask, the better it will be. Okay. So don't worry. I'll give the entire framework. I'll add it in GitHub. We'll see that tomorrow because today's session is not there. Tomorrow entirely we'll dedicate on GitHub. Please come with laptop. Okay. I want you to guys clone. Okay. Take this repository, open it in Eclipse. I want you at least to see 2 or people taking a clone of a GitHub. So you get familiar with GitHub, guys. Anywhere you go, any company you go, GitHub is always used. So I've worked like almost 50 company, 5 companies now. Everywhere I have used GitHub. So long back, I used to use SVN to put our repo or somewhere in the local drive. But since GitHub is like in the cloud is the trend nowadays. So every repository, every framework, either it is development, testing, whatever it is, it's in the GitHub. So let's say I put this repository, which is Orange HRM automation framework in GitHub. If I give it's a public, you guys can easily clone it. Only thing tools needed in your laptop is Git, which we'll see in the tomorrow session, and we'll see a live demo. I'll upload it. You guys will clone it, and you guys will can run this in your machine also. It will work. Okay. Any more doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Let's wind up, guys. Already it's 11:20. So I think 3 days we have seen the framework. So go through this framework, go through a PDF file, come up with doubts. We'll see later. Okay. Since it was only Chrome and Edge, which I add in a PDF file, we saw Chrome and Edge. My laptop is not that good, right? So if I have in future good laptop, I think in Mac it would have run, but I think people are almost all people are using Windows. That's why I had to present in Windows itself. Else I would have done entire course in Mac itself. Mac is really really good. At least my Mac, which I'm using, nice version and it's very fast also compared to Windows. Okay, let me stop the recording.